Hello gentlemen, purpose of this video is to help you get acclimated to the TI-84 and to use it to find things such as zeros, relative max, relative min, and intervals where the function is increasing and decreasing. So hopefully you have your calculator out. Let's get down to business here. Here is the function that we're going to use. Okay, we're going to plug this into our calculator. To do that, we hit the y equals button. And let's plug this function in, 0.1 x. To put an exponent, we use this caret to the fourth minus 4x. We can cheat a little with the x squared right there, plus 3.5x plus 10. Okay, so once we get our function in, we want to play around with the window a little bit to make sure we get a good visual. I've already plugged it in. My x min is -8, max is 7. It's all right here. -50 to 50 on the y. Okay. Then I want to graph it, and I want to notice a couple things. Here's my graph right here. You see it up in the window here. I want to see a couple things. I got 4 zeros, and I want to use the calculator to be able to find the zeros. I can see. You should notice that I'm decreasing from -infinity to this point, increasing from this point to this point, relative min to relative max. Decrease again over here, and then I'm going to have a relative min, and then I'm going to increase again. And the nice thing about the calculator is going to allow me to find all these different points. Let's start by finding a zero. Let's find a couple of these zeros. We don't need to find them all. Let's find this one right here. And to find a zero, we go to this function here, second calc number 2. Okay, and so what it's asking me is a left bound. So what I want to do is go to the left. We've got to make sure we have a sign change. So I go to the left of this and I get -3.14. Okay, enter. Now I have to go to the right of the zero. So I've got to make y positive, which it is. It's going to ask me for a guess, and I get one value right there. Let's write it down over here. One value for my zero is x equals -1.219. Okay, that's one of the zeros right there. Let's do this other one, and you guys should pause the video and see if we get the same answer. Again, a second calc 2. Now again, I want to go to the left and right. Now this time when I go to the left, I'm going to start with a positive value. Okay, so I'll start with a positive y value, 3.57. Enter. Go to the other side, enter, and I get 2.269 about. So we'll come over here, x equals 2.269. These are my zeros, or 2 of my zeros right there. Okay, that I found with the calculator. And for practice, you guys should be able to find out what these other ones are. The other thing I want to be able to do is find maxes and mins. And let's find, if I find this one and this one, we can find some intervals of increasing and decreasing. To find a minimum, we go here and know what number 3 is. So we find 3 is minimum. So let's hit 3. And again, if I want to be over here, I want to go to the left and right of that minimum value. It's hard to see a little bit, but you can look at the numbers. I want to be to the left of the minimum value. That's the left of it. And then I can come to the right of it. And again, they want to guess. And I have a min at -4 point, looks like 67 or so. And that y value is the minimum value. So I got a min at, let's say -4 point, looks like 67, we'll say, comma, -46.01. Okay, and so this is the location, x location of the min. This is the minimum value at that. Okay, let's look at a max. And again, this one's number 4, and this one we'll be able to see a little bit better. Again, I'm going to go to the left of that point right there. Enter. We'll go to the right of that point. enter, guess, and we have a max, come over here, at, and the 0.44 we'll say, comma, 10.77 we'll say. Okay, and we'll do one more. We'll do that min again, and then we can do our intervals of increasing and decreasing. Second calc 3, it's a min. Again, you'll see it a little better this time. Left of the minimum value, right of the minimum value, and my guess. And so now I have another min at, and it's 4.23 we'll say, comma, negative 14.75. Okay, so I found my mins and my max points here. And the last question I would tell you that we want to answer, let's get rid of this, when am I increasing and decreasing? And so you should see I'm decreasing on this interval here and this interval here, and I'm increasing on this interval and this interval. So let's write that out. Let's go increasing. Oops, get a pen. Increasing. And we're going to go from this bottom point there, okay, which is going to be negative 4.67, negative 4.67, and I'm going to increase all the way up to that point, which is 0.44, increasing on that interval, and I'm also increasing on this point to infinity, and so that's 4.23, comma, infinity. That's when I'm increasing. And when I'm decreasing, from negative infinity to that point, negative 4.67, and I'm also decreasing from over on this area, which is 0.44, comma, 4.23. Okay, so here's an example where we use the calculator to find intervals where we're increasing, decreasing. We use the calculator to find relative extrema, and we were able to find zeros as well. So hopefully you guys understand the power of using this calculator. I want you to get comfortable doing it. I'll give you some example problems that will help you do that. Okay? Any questions on calculator stuff, make sure you email me, and we'll take care of those. All right, fellas? Have a good day.